What's up, everyone? It's your boy Scott. Welcome to the Scott Reports. Today, I'm bringing you a live reaction of Boku no Hero Academia, Chapter 151, Miro versus Chisaki, aka Overhaul. You might hear a little bit of noise. I got the fan on because it is baking in here right now. It is extremely hot. So if that's in the way, sorry about that. But we're gonna get it in. And I had said that I want to, start trying to get back into the swing of reviewing Boku no Hero Academia, because it was definitely one of my favorite things to review, along with Promised Neverland. But, with part two of this battle, I had to come in and do it live because Miro is putting up such a good fight that, oh, man, I just had to live react to it. Philly Steamer, thanks for joining me. Anybody that's in the chat right now, thank you guys very much for stopping by. I really appreciate that. Just give me a few more seconds while I get everything set up here. And we're going to go ahead and get this chapter in. Let's get to this fight. Let's go, man. I waited all day to read this chapter. I just couldn't wait to get home from work and get in. So, all right. Eri recovered. And, Chisaki, I don't know. Maybe it's because he has that mask over his voice that is kind of here like Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. But I don't know. I haven't really got a voice in my head yet for him besides, a standard bad guy voice. But let's see. Filthy. Come back here, Eri. Or do you want him to be killed? How many times do I have to say it for you to understand? You were born to destroy people. No, don't. Don't listen to a word he says. I'm always telling you, aren't I? Because of your selfishness, I end up having to get my hands dirty. Of course, we get a couple of chapters. A couple of pages of the fan art. Caster, my boy, what's good? Yeah, fresh off of work, man. Don't show this side too much. All right, let's get back to this. Each and every one of your actions kill people. Yours is a cursed existence. How can you say that to your own child? Huh? Oh, I see. So that's what you're on about. I have no child. Damn, that's kind of... Oh! Activate! Oh, he used this quirk. That's just a straight up explosion. My God. The power that this man Overhaul is activating right now. Look at that. He just touched the ground and has made everything just go up in the air. Nice. Miro handled it like a boss, though. He just got up off the ground. Overhaul. It's able to disassemble and reappear any object. Repair is putting it in lightly. Oh, so he tore the room apart, then he put it back together in a room of spikes? Oh, man. Such speed. That was seriously a close call. But this guy... Permanation. I'm able to slip through anything. It seems you're more than just your quirk. He had no regard for the girl. Even if I broke her, it would be of no consequence to me. As long as I repair her immediately, she can be resuscitated. Even if it doesn't look like it, I can return it to its original state. She's experienced it firsthand. Oh my God. So has he been like experimenting on her? What is with these father figures experimenting on kids in these mangas nowadays? Jesus. Come on, man. Give him a break. Top Hat, thanks for joining me. I'm glad you finally liked it. I finally made it. I'm loving this chapter already, too. Miro's been going in. At first, I thought I was on the train of Miro having a death flag that everybody else thought that he was going to have. I don't know. Now he is very well holding his own right now against Overhaul. And he is the true successor of All Might. This kid's been showing out since his debut. Look at that face of anger. That's going to be a thumbnail. Look at that. He's just so disgusted with how vile Chisaki is being right now with this kid. What will you do if Eri gets hurt? As things stand, I'm the only one who can repair her. But as long as you're carrying her like that, you can't run away using your permutation. So what will you do, Mr. Student? Fight me? With that last repair, I sealed off your escape route. Even your quirk will be as good as gone if I hit you with this. I had intended to knock him out completely, but was I off? It must be because he was still feeling the effects of that drunkard's quirk. Aim for the arm he's carrying area with you, fool. Fool? I didn't think he could control his quirk that precisely. He must have done a considerable amount of training. I'll destroy the spears and he'll lose his cover. I bet you want to hit me, don't you? I've dodged your attacks twice. After all, you even said my quirk is a pain in the ass, which means that because your repair attacks will only get in the way, excuse me for a moment, there won't be any more springs. Oh, is he wrapping himself up in a cape? Bam, 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 bam. I can't see his face, but based on his role, he must be the young boss's advisor, Chrono. His quirk was on the list. I can't afford to get hit by it. He's hitting his body to make it harder to aim at. I always thought heroes only wore capes for show. No. This boy Miro has a plan. If he has that cape, it's going to serve his purpose. The only cape that is no purpose like Superman. Because you think about it, Spawn's cape is living. You know, Doctor Strange's cape is magical. Batman's cape actually does things. The useless cape-wearing heroes are gone. So I expected Miro to actually use it in a battle or do something. Chrono. Man, why are we coming through the ground with this phase like Kitty Pryde? See, this is what Kitty Pryde would be capable of if she went all out. I'm loving this. Punching through the ground. Sorry, Overhaul. Up, the gun spent out. He's strong, but he dropped Airy. If I just destroy that, he'll no longer be able to oppose me. That's exactly how a guy like you would think. Man, get this in your face. Overhaul, my boy Miro, yes. Damn, he straight up flipped this guy. A hero's cape is for building up a young girl who's in terrible pain. That's right. Oh no, he's picking up the gun. Focus on your opponent and predict their next action. Your agility far surpasses what I expected of for a Mir Yakuza. You're strong, Chisaki. I'll never let you feel sad again. But guess what? I'm stronger! Yeah, woo! Down goes Overhaul, and I like Overhaul as a villain. I like this guy as a villain, but Miro is going in. He is on some All Might level right now. Wow. This can't be over, though. It just seems like this is going too well. They built up Overhaul too much for Miro to have him this on the ropes. I'll be your hero. I won't let you lay another finger on her. I'll take you both down. This is checkmate, Chisaki. Got no place to call home, kid? What's your name? Can you speak? Yo, are we getting a flashback to the villain? That was something else that I've always said I liked about this, is how the villain is getting the shonen tropes where they're thinking about their past, they're going out for each other and using the power of bonds and friendships. We're seeing that now with Chisaki. So if a bad guy is getting a flashback, he has to have something hidden right now. Chisaki. Kai Chisaki. Don't speak that name. I abandoned it long ago. The Totogumi has been dismantled. Day in and day out, we Yakuza keep getting disgraced. At this rate, we too will be in need of some innovation. The plan I discussed with you before, are you willing to give it some... Oh, okay, cut him off. He was going to say thought. Are you willing to give us... You're still on about that, dumbass? If you veer off the path of humanity, it'll be all over for you as a gangster, Chisaki. People won't follow a brute with no heart. Miro Togata had, without a doubt, completely and utterly overwhelmed him. On top of removing the bullets in his gun, he hit him 3 times in the skull. He was overpowered to the point that he was stupefied and at his wits' end. For over 10 minutes, he was conscious. His consciousness was clouded, and he was unable to move. But the reason why Nemoto was able to maintain consciousness and continue crawling was, young master. Whenever I would question someone to discover their true nature, they would always lie. And when I asked them why they lied, they would become flustered and distance themselves from me. All I wanted was a friend that I can trust. Oh, see, there we go. Friendship is magic, even for villains. That is why Boku no Hero is, to me, definitely the best shonen out right now, except Hunter x Hunter. We're not going to get on that. But it's reasons like this, showing the bad guys, per se, showing the villains going through the same development, the same bonds, the same friendships the heroes go through. You have to give props for that. Become my comrade. Having you with me would be reassuring. The young master needs me. I must walk alongside him. Nemoto! Ah! Throw him the bullets. Fire! So the bullet is fired. That's the end of the chapter. Oh, man. Oh, man. I know Miro can get out of this, even though he is going to get caught off guard. Will we go the standard shonen route and have him actually get caught by this quirk bullet? Now, we know the ability can come back. We saw that back with Sun Eater. But what happens if you take, like, a bunch of bullets at once? This isn't a good position for Miro right now. Seeing how he can move at this moment, though, I'm not worried about him. I know he'll be okay. But at the same time, oh, man, Miro went in this chapter. Gundam Suit Primus. I'm just ending the chapter right now, but thanks for joining me. Anyway, you can stay for the discussion a little bit because I need to talk about this. I need to talk about Miro. I need to talk about Overhaul. And this was a fantastic chapter because it's almost like Horikoshi knows that we were expecting death flags for Miro. And with his ability to actually go outside of the box, that's something like Togashi does. That's something you see in Seinen, for him to go outside the box. And he constantly takes things that we think is going to happen and kind of flip it a little bit, like this entire arc in general, which I would say, once again, with the villains actually, you know, getting development. And now we see this bondship, this friendship between Overhaul and Chrono and how they're working together, even though they're overwhelmed because Miro just put a pounding on Overhaul. But can we talk about that panel? Can we talk about that panel when he actually unleashed Overhaul, hitting the ground, making the entire room explode, then putting it back together and reforming it into spikes? That is an awesome quirk. That is a JoJo type quirk. A matter of fact, that was a question I was asked before, like if I ever had a quirk or like a stand ability from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I would call it, I forgot what I would call it. But it would have been more along the lines of what we see with Overhaul, where I can touch something and make it break, or I can put it back together, and that would be my ability. I'm seeing that with Overhaul, so that is awesome. And Philly Steamer says, we need girl heroes. Yeah, we do, because if I remember, we're supposed to actually see what's going on with Achiko and the Dragon Lady and Sue, aren't we? So hopefully we can get to that. Everybody was worried about Miro when he went after Overhaul by himself, but we can see that he's okay now. So that was good too. But man, this was a really good chapter. The ability that Miro has to think on his toes, to use his cape to cover Eri, knowing that Overhaul was going to use that as a distraction. He knew that he was going to go for Eri because he had no cares about her being hurt in the first place. And for him to counter, for him to come through the floor with his ability, you got to remember, this man took out all of UA in like, what was it, 15 seconds, 5 seconds or something like that? It's been a while since that chapter happened. One villain isn't enough. Two villains may not be enough. And we're seeing him show out. We saw Sun Eater show out. And when we're going back to the girl heroes, we still got the girl too. And it's been so long that I forgot her name as well. Was it Ryoto or something like that? We got to see her too. And I know I probably butcher her name. I just don't remember what it is right now. But I got to clap it up for part 1 and part 2 of Boku no Hero Academia. Next week, we'll have to see where my work schedule goes. But I think I'm going to bring back the reviews of Boku no Hero Academia, even though doing these live chats are fun too, because I get to read the chapter, I get to practice my voice acting a little bit, and I get to talk about the chapter afterwards. I just like doing reviews better because I can get all my thoughts, actually think about them, then come on the camera with you guys and interact. So this chapter is badass. Let me know what you guys thought of this chapter. So what's the reason why All Might attacked the others? Hado, thank you. Hado, that was her name. What's the reason why All Might attacks the others? All Might? Are you talking about that's coming up in the anime? Or what do you mean exactly, Gundam? Yeah, Hado. I like her. I like her too. I like her personality. I like her design. I can't wait to see what her quirk ability is, because she's just completely oblivious to like anybody's feelings right now. So I imagine she's probably going to have a boss quirk. But yeah, another good chapter of Boku no Hero Academia. This is probably these last 2 chapters have probably been my favorite of the year so far. And I can go ahead and tell you guys right now, when it comes down to, you know, top chapters or top moments of the year, this is definitely going to be among that when we get to the end of the year. So, because I started to believe that Miro was going to probably die. There's still a chance he might get hurt. He might get injured. He might get shot with that bullet, but he's just been such a beast right now that I just see him get out of it. The kid is very smart. He's immensely smart, and he has the ultimate control over his quirk, which makes him awesome. And I want to touch on this again because it's been so long. I'm really glad that we don't have Bakugo or Todoroki in this arc, because we got some time with people like, you know, we got some time with Red Riot and actually got to see him evolve. We got to know people like Fat Gum. We're getting to know Sun Eater and Miro and seeing that it's still a big world out there for Boku no Hero Academia and Class UA. So that is good too. But I think I went on about this long enough. This was a fantastic chapter once again. Oh, a clip from the anime. Well, of course, if you're on the chapter stream for the manga, there's no spoilers. But what's going on with that? It depends on how far you want me to go into it. But basically, what they're doing in the episode that's coming up is called the final exam arc, and all of the heroes are going to have to go against the teachers in an obstacle course where they're going to have to either fight or escape. So All Might is going to be one of the people that they have to go against. I don't want to go too far into that because that would be spoilers, and I don't want to spoil how great this is going to be. But that was definitely one of my best moments of Boku no Hero Academia all together, to see the madness that's going to go on with that. So hold on, because that's going to blow your socks off when you see that episode. I'm telling you, when they get to that point, oh man, the only sad thing about it is that the season's ending, because now we got what, four episodes left? No, this is going to get 25 episodes, so we're probably going to run into the fall with Boku no Hero, where we go next. So yeah, that was the reason for All Might. It's actually the final exam arc where they're going to have to test their might against the heroes, and that's where that's going to go. Of course, the manga readers know what's up, but I don't want to spoil it for any anime. I think you're anime only. If you're not, then I can go ahead and explain it in detail. But yeah, so that's that. Miro going in, Overhaul going in, showing off that completely scary quirk. And I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, guys. Thank you for joining me, everybody that stopped by the stream. As always, if you like the video, go ahead and drop a like. And if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. There's just not a shortage of content for you guys to indulge on this channel. As I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. And I really appreciate that. So thanks for stopping by. And if you want to show a little bit more support, you can also donate to my Patreon as well. Can't thank you guys enough, and I will really appreciate it. And on that note, it's your boy Scott signing out. See you soon.